In 8 weeks during the summer of 2023, the chief executive of a small Kansas bank sent $47 million to a stranger he had met on WhatsApp. He had been a banker for 30 years. He had lobbied in Washington. He had once shared an elevator with the Secretary of the Treasury. He is now in federal prison, serving the longest white-collar sentence in the history of his state. His bank no longer exists. And the money? The money is gone. The FBI calls it pig butchering. The name is exactly as ugly as it sounds. The scam fattens you up, emotionally, financially, over months, and then it slaughters you. A study from the University of Texas estimates that pig butchering has stolen $75 billion from victims worldwide since 2020. The FBI calls it the fastest growing cybercrime in America. And the people losing the money are not who you think. They are not just the lonely. They are not just the elderly. They are lawyers, doctors, engineers, and as you are about to see, they are bank CEOs. Elkhart, Kansas. Population? About 2,000. Far southwest corner of the state, where the wheat fields run to the Oklahoma border, and the closest stoplight is 40 miles away. This is the town where Shan Haynes, pronounced Shane, had spent his entire adult life. 30 years at the same bank. Heartland Tri-State Bank. He started as a junior officer. He became chief executive in 2008. He sat on the board of the American Bankers Association. He flew to Washington to lobby for community banks. He once stepped into a packed elevator and was greeted, by name, by Janet Yellen, the Secretary of the Treasury of the United States. He had 3 daughters. The youngest was about to graduate. He lived modestly. He went to church. He was, by every public account, the man you would have asked for financial advice. And in a 2022 interview, he listed cryptocurrency awareness as a top priority for his bank's board. Less than a year later, he wired $47 million of his customers' money into a cryptocurrency scam. It started the way nearly every pig butchering scam starts, with a message from a stranger. Late 2022. WhatsApp. A wrong number, or a friendly hello, or a misplaced introduction. The conversation is light. The contact is patient. They share photos of food. They ask about his family. They build, over weeks, what feels like a friendship. Then comes the pivot. The contact mentions an investment. Cryptocurrency, a platform their uncle uses. Their cousin, a trusted insider. The returns have been remarkable. He invests a small amount. A few $1,000s. He logs into the platform. The numbers go up. He invests a little more. The numbers keep going up. This is how the trap is built. Every pig butchering scam, every single one, runs on a fake app that shows fake gains. Your money does not exist on the platform. The platform itself does not exist. The interface is theater. And while you are watching the numbers climb, the scammers are watching you. He tries to withdraw. There is a problem. A tax fee, a compliance hold, a platform release fee. Just a small amount, the contact says. Pay it, and the gains will release. He pays it. Nothing releases. There is another fee. This is the moment in every pig butchering scam where the victim should walk away. And it is the moment, almost always, that they do not. Because walking away means accepting that everything they have already put in is gone. And the human mind is not built to accept that easily. The mind reaches for the option that lets the loss stay theoretical. Paying one more fee, sending one more wire, believing one more promise. He pulls $40,000 from his church's investment club. Then he begins pulling from somewhere else. Between May and July of 2023, over a period of just 8 weeks, he initiates 11 wire transfers, totaling $47.1 million from customer accounts at the bank he runs. He uses his own authority as chief executive to authorize the transfers. He directs other employees to process them on his behalf. He tells them the wires are for legitimate bank business. They are not. By midsummer, he has wired more money to the scammers than his bank actually owns. And he still believes, has to believe, that he can get it back. At one point, he flies to Perth, Australia. He has been told the platform is registered there. He goes to find the people on the other end of the chat. He does not find them. They are not in Perth. They were never in Perth. They are in a fortified compound in Southeast Asia, almost certainly run by a transnational organized crime group. And they are running this same scam against thousands of other people that same week. When he comes home, He asks one of his bank's customers, a wealthy local man named Brian Mitchell, for a personal loan of $12 million. He says it is to resolve a wire transfer issue. He says the money is not bank funds. He is reassuring, he is calm, he is the bank CEO. Mitchell says no. Mitchell tells the regulators, on July 28th, 2023, state regulators arrive at the bank. 2 days later, Heartland Tri-State Bank is closed. The Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation takes over. It is the 5th bank failure in the United States that year. When the auditors finish, the missing amount is $47.1 million, more than the entire capitalization of the bank itself. Federally insured depositors get their money back, but the bank's shareholders, about 30 local people, mostly farmers and retirees, who had bought stock through a holding company, lose everything. Roughly $9 million in stock value accumulated across generations vanishes overnight. One local woman tells reporters she can no longer afford the nursing home for her 93-year-old mother. Another woman says she cannot retire. Some shareholders lose 70 or 80% of their retirement savings. The bank, in a town of 2,000 people, is gone. And the man who ran it is about to become the most watched white-collar defendant in the state's history. In February 2024, federal prosecutors charged Shan Haines with embezzlement by a bank officer. He pleads guilty. On August 19th, 2024, in a federal courtroom in Wichita, Kansas, he is sentenced to 293 months in prison, 24 years and 5 months. It is the longest federal sentence ever handed down in Kansas for a white-collar crime. The FBI traces some of the cryptocurrency wallets to which the wires were sent. They managed to recover roughly $8 million. The other $39 million is gone, moved through laundering chains, broken across countless accounts, almost certainly converted into cash and reinvested into the next round of scams. The scammers themselves have never been caught. They will not be. Haynes's lawyer, in a sentencing memo, used a phrase that may have been the most accurate sentence in the entire case file. He wrote, "He was the pig that was butchered." If a 30-year banking veteran who lobbied in Washington and listed crypto awareness as a board priority can lose $47 million to a stranger on WhatsApp, you can lose your savings to one too. Here is what you watch for. 1. The wrong number opener. A stranger reaches out on WhatsApp, Telegram, LinkedIn, a dating app, or sometimes via a text message. They claim it was a misdial. Then they stay friendly. Real misdials end in 2 messages. Pig butchering misdials become a friendship. 2. The slow pivot to investment. They never ask you for money up front. They tell you about their successful crypto trading. They show you their gains. They suggest, casually, that their uncle or cousin runs a platform you could try. 3. The custom app. They send you to a platform you have never heard of, with an interface you cannot find anywhere else online. Your money looks like it is growing. The numbers on the screen are not real. 4. The withdrawal will not complete. There is a tax fee, a compliance hold, a release fee. A real exchange does not work like this. If your money does not come out, your money is not there. 5. The pressure to send more. Every dollar you send to fix the previous problem creates the next problem. The ask never ends because the platform was never going to release the money. 6. The geographic disconnect. The contact is always overseas. The platform is always registered somewhere else. When you board a flight to find them, as Shan Haines did, they are never where they said they would be. Because they were never anywhere except behind a screen, in a compound, running the same script on someone else. Pig butchering has stolen more money in 5 years than ransomware has stolen in 20. It has hit lawyers and doctors, retirees and software engineers, an entire small town in southwestern Kansas, and at least one chief executive of a federally insured bank. The scam is fast. The money is gone in hours. The recovery, when it happens at all, is rare and partial. If a stranger reaches out to you on WhatsApp this week, and one will, remember Heartland Tri-State Bank. Remember a town of 2,000 people that lost 100 years of accumulated trust in a single summer. Remember that the man who lost it knew better. And then put the phone down.